everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another VHS Vault. We have all sorts of nostalgic and forgotten stuff from the past today. We have more of that Mentors show. I did pull up the Christian ripoff version. I thought we'd maybe watch that. We talked about that last time, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Some unaired pilots, some commercials from a variety of rental stores from the 80s and 90s. A lot of random stuff, so it should be good. Hey Trey, how's it going? Quinn Collects, what's up? Phoenix Leftist, Will Kale. Sorry to hear about your surgery, but I'm glad you have insurance and everything. Or, sorry, rather, Rick M. I'm glad you have good insurance. I said Will Kale on accident, sorry. But yeah, everyone's doing well. Sorry to hear that, Rick M. Hey Storm Screen, how's it going? Asa X1A, hello, hello. Welcome, glad you could make it live. Let's see what we're gonna start with. Let's do... We'll start with the religious time travel thing that's the ripoff of the Mentors show. About an hour long, so this one might actually take a while. He's like him. Wonder if that company still exists. Anna's birthday! Happy birthday, Anna! Sorry I didn't see that in the chat if it was brought up. I feel like every movie with an evil or mad scientist's lab should be paying the family of James Whale in perpetuity. Although James Whale was a gay man. Did he have relatives that are his posterity? I don't know. Anyway. Sorry I missed you earlier. Oh, it's like a lightsaber, but it's a cane, 'cause jokes. Funny. What's with Christian programs and ripping off lightsabers? Bible Man did it? Those are the two examples. No, it came up in other ones, too. I think it came up in that Time Changer movie. I get it. Pop culture... If you're looking at, like, what are iconic pop cultural things, lightsabers are probably in the top 50, but... Hey, Nemesaur. Oh, hell yeah, Anna. Glad to hear about the name change. Almost sounds like a re-orchestrated version of the X-Men theme song. Do you hear the little da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Am I crazy? Carpcosian, thanks for a 3-stream streak. Says I'm starting to feel better from my sickness. VHS stream to the moon. Diamond hand the VHS. I need to do meme stocks again. Why does he need a joystick to control his webcam?
Last time, I'll be recording information to assist you in the operation of this device. I hope you will use it for good, not evil. There are certainly people in this time period who would use it for no good purpose but profit, perhaps worse. Furthermore,
I really... Good luck on that, Spokane.
Right next. Going in.
You can tell it's the future, because the cops have the eye things. They have, don't tell me. Shit. What are they called? You can read people's power levels on them. Fuck. Okay, you can tell me.
On the right.
it's open.
They're being led by Harold Penisman.
Watch it.
Harold
Ow.
Penisman. Scouter, thank you.
Head. I take it you fellas aren't for Meals on Wheels.
I believe you have something of interest to turn over to us.
Not that I know of. Bigger than a bread box.
Search it.
What is all this stuff?
Just old computer junk. Nothing that we need. No sign of the disk?
Negative.
Even if you do have it, your work here seems to be over. I'll be contacting social services and they'll take you back where you belong.
Oh, watch your head.
They're kind of nice for a totalitarian future government enforcement agency. They just kind of like threw his stuff on the ground and left. They didn't murder him or send him to a re-education camp. So like, all things considered, I called that a win. Bumble Homestead with 60 months says, brief modern Who's on First skit.
Strange as it may seem to some people nowadays, these ball players have very peculiar names.
Funny name.
Whoa, there's nothing to laugh about. Now, on this team,
Toriador says, hello, yes, I have some memories I would like to forget. Where do I leave them to put them in the vault?
they's on first, he's on
Leave them by the door.
second, and she's on third.
I want you to tell me the names of the players on this team.
I'm telling you, they's on first, he's on second, and she's on third.
You know the names?
Yes.
Then why did you say she?
Because that's her name.
S-H-E?
No, X-I, she. That's her name, she.
I see.
They's on first, he's on second.
She's on third.
Exactly.
And on first base is...
They.
They. That's her name.
That's his name.
What?
They is his name. You said her. She is she, her.
Hey,
They is
VCR
he,
archives.
him. He is they, them.
Run that back for me.
The player on first base.
They.
Exactly. They identifies as he, him. The player on second base's name is he, and he identifies as they, them. And of course, on third base, you've got
She.
exactly. She identifies as she, her.
She's a she.
They's a he.
They. He's a they.
Ha! Exactly.
He's on first, he's on second, she's on third.
Yes.
Well, why is that so hard for people?
I don't know.
That's a pretty cute, like, update of the joke. That's funny. Hydrate, can do. I love in the 90s when they assumed that the evolution of, like, okay, we had cassettes and stuff, or at least we had floppy disks if we're talking about computer mediums, and then we went to CDs. The next thing is obviously smaller silver discs. You can see this trope in Men in Black. They make a joke about it where Kay's like, this is going to replace CDs in about 10 years. Just like little tiny discs. And then Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, also did this, where the MacGuffin of that movie were tiny little CD-esque discs that Xenon turned into earrings, which, cool that this future storage medium is still readable after you poke holes in it to make earrings. That's pretty cool. No. Not mini discs like actually exist. Not like a GameCube disc, even smaller. Like a disc the size of a hole in a normal disc. Like here. Here's my copy of Jean Cocteau's Beauty and the Beast. See the hole in the center? Imagine a disc that's not the disc, but it's the hole. Imagine a disc that is the hole. But it's the disc. It's like the donut hole of media.
Dear Josh, good things come in small packages. To learn more, switch the machine on, type future tense, and hit enter. A pre-recorded message will explain the rest.
Oh, that's the future box sealing device. That's the same thing he used to, like, solder the wires. That's an all-in-one usage thing.
A pre-recorded message will explain
It's like a sonic screwdriver, but ugly.
the rest.
Isolinear chips. Isolinear chips weren't discs, though. Isolinear chips are little... Okay, here's what... Anyone who's more familiar with Star Trek lore, and I love Star Trek, y'all know that. I have pretty much all Star Trek available down here. It's more on this side that you can't see, but it's there. Anyway, isolinear chips. Very interesting in that it seems like where they are plugged in is important. We will often, in scenes where they need to be doing something quickly, data reorganizing isolinear chips. Imagine if your computer was malfunctioning and the solution was to unplug USBs from it and switch where the USBs were. Like, what is it about isolinear chips that it requires to be in specific positions? Like, they all fit, but apparently the position is important for the isolinear chip. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why I'm never getting into Starfleet Academy. It's bullshit. I'm gonna have to run a restaurant or something, which in the future is slumming it, so...
Screen?
Oh god, is that supposed to be a keyboard, like, on the screen? Like, it's a holographic display, and also if you want to type, you have to, like, vertically tap at the screen? Yeah, that's a no from me. I'll be a boomer and keep a mechanical keyboard, thanks. Oh no, Her name was Guinan, and she ran the bar 10 forward on the Enterprise D. I was more alluding to the Cisco's dad's restaurant in New Orleans. I think it was in New Orleans. Minority Report and Iron Man did it better. Is this a hot take? I don't like the holographic shit that was all up in the Iron Man movies. Like, I like Tony Stark as an engineer and a scientist, but the aesthetic of him just constantly being surrounded by these CGI screens, I don't know, I don't like that. I prefer his vibe to be like he's doing things mechanically with like stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not explaining this very well. It's a vibe thing. I don't like all the holographic screens and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. That's the worst title for a time travel TV show just about ever. And there's a lot of them. That's a terrible name. Present Time? You didn't even portmanteau it and, like, make it present time. Present time, but still is one word. Yeah, no.
Josh. Hey, Caleb. Did you get your science paper done last night? I was up all night typing.
Sorry!
I'm gonna kill him.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, stop
me,
it.
Caleb.
Calm down.
Is it going to turn out that the old man is the kid from the future and he's sending it to himself as a kid? Because if I called that, then I don't really get any credit. It's a pretty obvious trope, but I'm going to go with that.
Caleb and I were walking on the school sidewalk, and on purpose.
This was on TV in 1997. That was almost 30 years ago.
Jared and Blake were riding their bikes
Gross.
and knocked my paper out of my hands.
No,
He is lying. We barely even touched little Joshy.
Jared, since you and Blake were riding in a no-ride zone, you both have detention today. Listen, this ongoing feud between you gentlemen is going to buy you a lot of grief. I suggest you settle things.
I'm gonna nail you for this, Walker. Fine.
The audio sounds like it was dubbed. It might be, it's doing a lot of ADR. So it's not like dubbed as in it was in another language, but I think they didn't do good audio on set and just decided to ADR it later, which isn't like super uncommon. But I don't think they're doing a very good job at matching it. Toreador says, I don't want to go into isolinear program structure. Think of it as a function chip rather than programs. It allows simple functional reprogramming for systems. Each chip is effectively a small computer or database, so they can be resequenced on the fly to prioritize power, efficiency, or storage in a panel. Of course, all this was made pretty obsolete by the bioneural gel packs. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, ADR, or it's also sometimes referred to as looping. I hear it referred to as ADR more often, though. Sorry, my voice is kind of not doing great. MH Darkbeast says, I think you may dig this given your age. Norman Lear's I Love Liberty. Robin Williams is the American flag. Okay, thanks for the link.
I want you to have this, Josh. I wrote some things to you in the margins.
Okay, Mom. I love you.
I love you too, honey. I'll always love you.
It's nice that she decided to dye today, but also put on a full face of makeup. You ever notice that? Still dyeing people with makeup on. It might not be glam makeup, but like, she's got makeup on. Is this a Christian video? Yes, this is some sort of Christian time travel thing.
Morning, pal. You sleep okay?
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'll have to run down to the construction site for a couple hours.
On a Saturday?
Sorry, Josh. They're pushing pretty hard on this project. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.
The 90s really had a deluge of plots about parents who were too busy working for their kids. What's up with that? Like, I know that, you know, the work-life balance thing is always sort of a consummate, like, problem. I'm not saying it was only in the 90s, but I'm saying as a trope, it was very prevalent in children's media of the 90s. And part of me goes like, well, a lot of, you know, moms for the first time were going into the workforce, but the stories don't usually do the mom. Like, the story is usually about the dad overworking, so it's not necessarily about, you know, more women in the workforce in the 90s and early 2000s. So why in the 90s was this such a popular trope in children's media?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, did you ever have to deal with a class bully?
Sure. Why, you got one?
Yeah. Did you ever pay him back?
No. You never do.
Toreador says the one time a delivery went to the warehouse instead of the warehouse, it wasn't pretty unless you're into that kind of thing.
What do you mean? What if it's the really cool type of revenge that pays him back?
If you do that, then you become the bully.
Oh.
Just some more fun.
Sloth says, I like it when it's a scene of them waking up in bed and they obviously have, like, mascara on. Their pillows would be so gross. And obviously when you wear eye makeup to bed, you wake up totally fine and your eyes aren't goopy and disgusting from not take off your makeup when you go to bed. It's really bad for your skin if you don't.
Fatherly wisdom that you can sell for $0.25. See you later.
Bye.
I gotta fix that tip thing. Well, Trey, that's what I'm saying, though. Even though you would think that the sociological, like, thing that's causing it is more moms in the workplace, the plots are almost never about not being around the mom enough. It's always the dad. Like, look at a movie like Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, that is, like, a prototypical plot of the era where the dad is too busy to spend any time with their kid. And that is a plot very particular to the 90s. And it's almost always the dad. Yeah, no, not Pan, Hook. Hook. If the cartoon sound effects mesh. Liar, liar, yeah, that's another good example. Home Alone isn't really that plot. It's not about that's not so much about the parents being too busy so much as, well, I guess you could argue it's not so much with work, but they're busy with other holiday things. So that's still a distraction thing, and that one is more focused on the mom, although it is kind of the family as a whole. The mom is the focal point of the emotional arc for Kevin. Okay, I could see that. North, yeah, North is a good example too. Terrible movie. I do like, North is a guilty pleasure for me, I'm not gonna lie. It's so bad, I kinda like it. I liked it a lot as a kid, too. Bruce Willis as the, like, magical realism story guide who, like, doesn't even seemingly want to be there. Just weird. Weird movie. Kathy Bates in brown face. Just terrible. Pterodona says at least he's using safety gear, though he should be supervised. True. It was a fever dream. Kind of literally. Spoilers for North. It's all a dream. Okay, you were never gonna watch North. If you haven't seen it by now, you were never gonna watch it. I take umbrage with that joke. He's in a hockey mask, because get it? Jason. Except that doesn't make sense, movie. Because Jason doesn't use a chainsaw, he uses a machete. At least in most of the movies. In earlier movies, like the second one, for instance, he uses, like, the spear thing. Also, in the third one, he shoots someone with, like, a harpoon gun. But, like, 90% of the time, it's a machete. So this joke doesn't even make sense. Unless it was Leatherface. That's not Leatherface. So this is where the Pulp Fiction briefcase ended up. Is that a joke? Remember Pulp Fiction, the movie? People have made jokes about that briefcase before. It's a container. We don't know what's in it. Sometimes I wish I could let my brain just make jokes, and they can just not be very funny jokes, but I don't have to comment on them. I don't have to bully myself constantly. I don't have to do it, but here I am. You didn't enjoy Pulp Fiction? Why? It's okay, that's a perfectly I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just curious what you didn't like about it.
Maybe your dad sent it to you for your birthday. Maybe you want you to get ready for the 21st century by actually learning how to use a computer.
I know how to use one. Well, sort of. Besides, my birthday isn't for 6 months. Why would he send me one just like the ones at school?
Beats me.
Wait a sec. A 750 gigabyte hard drive? Isn't that, like, impossible?
Better call Emily Cry.
I know that this is the 90s and it's a joke about that it's a computer from the future. I have, like, over a terabyte in this. So that's a little funny.
Crawford, she knows all about that kind of stuff.
I can figure it out.
Oh, yeah, you got it all figured out. What else is on it?
It's got some kind of Bible software, like what you have. There's buttons down the left-hand side.
Yeah, that's just like mine. Click on subject and enter something.
Like what?
I don't know, try Goliath. Enter that.
Then what?
Then click on enter.
There is no enter. There's something that says present time.
Present time? Must be part of the upgrade. Click on that.
Okay.
Look at all the history. You can tell because of the way it is. Look at all these. Isn't it amazing how history is mostly Renaissance paintings? Pretty good download speed for dial-up. he's big enough to be a giant. He's supposed to be Goliath. And right now they're doing shots where he's just on his own, where it should be easiest to make him look big with forced perspective. Like, he could be closer to the camera than, like, a lot of the background stuff. I don't know. I don't think he looks big enough.
Did the computer crash? Josh!
History only happened in Europe. Who cares about what? History where? Like China? It's a bunch of dynasties. Who cares? A lot of bureaucracy. Who cares? Then there's some wars and a guy thinks he's Jesus and it doesn't even matter. Okay? Then there's some opium. Then America happens and history can start for real. God bless America.
Hi, Emily. It's Kayla McCoy. Josh has got a new laptop, and I think he needs some technical support. Okay, Josh. Let's just run over things one more time, okay? What exactly did you see? Monster. Now there you go again with that monster stuff. Now repeat after me one more time, okay? I did not see a big hairy guy with armor come flying through the basement. Say it, Josh. Monster.
I'm sure it's just some great virtual reality game. You know, they really are able to simulate all kinds of phenomena. Quite amazing.
Oh no, is she supposed to be the smart character? And the way that they write the smart character is just she uses words that are, like, overly verbose?
Amazing, really, using the latest...
You can tell she's the smart character because she uses polysyllabic words.
technological advances.
Yeah, whatever she said. Or else it is a monster. Let go of my hand.
I'm not holding
You were that as a kid? Me too. I was pretentious. I'm still pretentious, but I'm self-aware about it, so I just hate myself now.
Hands.
Which is much better.
Sorry.
Watch your heads. Looks pretty basic to me, like the ones at school.
He first appeared there. There you say?
Basic configuration.
Goliath is supposed to be 6'9" according to the Bible. Cool. So he could, like, play for, like, the Houston Rockets, but, like, not be supernatural. Cool beans.
The usual games, word processing.
He's like 8. No, 10 feet tall. 10, you say? No, bigger. With armor and muscles and hair sticking out. He's falling backwards through here.
Hello. 750 gig hard drive? Whoa, baby, we're talking serious horsepower here.
Oh shit, what's the line? It's a Unix system. I know this.
Nice graphics. Whoa, cute.
90s. I applaud you trying to make characters that are young girls into computers. You're trying to not be stereotypes. I get it. That's great. But holy shit. Can you talk about computers like a normal person? Can you not do this?
Cute graphics.
Hack the planet!
Remain calm as your hard drive heating up.
It's a monster!
Let you know if I want the movie stuff. Oh, for like the DVD thing. I appreciate the offer, but I don't normally like print my own cases and stuff. So I appreciate the thought, but I think I'm good. Tina, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Hannah. Today on VHS Vault, we're looking at all sorts of weird old shows from the past. Right now, we're watching a Christian VHS movie thing from the 90s where some kids bring Goliath into the present. If you haven't already, check out Tina too. And if you haven't seen me before, I cover all sorts of stuff. We debunk conspiracy theories and talk about weird sub-communities. We're doing this today. Do I have painted nails? Not right now. I do like to have them painted, but I have to do them. They're in decent shape, though. I've been taking care of them, so they're all, like, ready to be painted. but I haven't in the last couple weeks. It's a very specific question. But alright. I usually like purple, because I'm one of those people that likes purple, and any other colors are not as good as purple. Toreador says, this is just going to be Scooby-Doo Frozen Caveman episode with a Christian twist, isn't it? Probably more like Encino Man, mixed with Bill and Ted, mixed with Jesus. Oh, they brought David. See, this is like if you let a rat loose in your house accidentally, so you get a cat. See, this is fine. This is fine. And then in order to get rid of David, you're just gonna have to time travel Bathsheba here until he commits grievous sin.
Where am I?
Jack
the
Bridge,
basement?
thanks for following, by the way.
Did you see a big hairy guy come through here? About 6 cubits in a span?
That's the exact wording of the Bible, 6 cubits in a span. So that's the joke, is that he literally said the exact measurements from the Bible. Toreador says, you know what they say if you give a time-traveling Bible computer a cookie?
He's dead.
I guess the house couldn't break his fall.
Who are you?
I'm David, son of Jesse.
David? Like in David and Goliath, David?
Just David. But this is Goliath.
You mean this is real? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's my dad! Oh my gosh. Hi! Oh,
They should summon Lot's daughters and ask what the fuck their problem is.
Yeah, like we're gonna have a monster.
oh my gosh.
Just bring them back and be like, okay, you need to understand, ladies. It's like, there's other people in the world. I know you think the apocalypse just happened, but there's other men out there. Please don't do what you're gonna do.
Find some sort of undo button.
Oh my God.
Emily, pull yourself together. Come on.
The joke in that is in that Bible story, they get their dad drunk and have sex with him.
Come on, Emily. Let's...
And I'm not even using the word that's accurate for that, because he was so inebriated he was not conscious, basically, based on that story.
Go, guys.
The Bible's fun. Okay, so they did murder, like, Goliath straight up did die. Goliath fucking died and was a corpse on their floor. They had a rotting giant on their floor for, like, hours.
How'd you do that?
I'll show you.
Josh, come here a sec.
Sure, Dad. Don't even think about it.
Did we get a package today?
Oh, this guy wants to be Peter Scolari so fucking bad. You ever seen a wannabe Peter Scolari? R.I.P. Scolari. You're a real bro. He was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV series, as Wayne Zelinsky. And as much as I enjoy the original Wayne Zelinsky, played by the guy from Ghostbusters, whose name I'm blanking on, Rick Moranis, I actually like Peter Scolari a little better as Wayne Zelinsky, so jot that one down.
Yeah.
Why isn't that on Disney Plus yet, by the way? Disney, you're an evil mega corporation with billions of dollars. Take 5 of those dollars and put Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV series on Disney Plus, please. I'd appreciate it.
Dad, I wanted to talk to you about that. The laptop, it came.
What laptop?
The laptop. I figured that you sent it.
Well, not me. Must have been a mistake. You better call the ship.
Superbook did the time-traveling Bible thing already. So did Amazing Adventures, I think. Oh, The Greatest Adventures, Stories from the Bible. This I actually watched as a kid, and it involves kids who get time-traveled back to biblical times.
shipping company back.
And of course, in this context, biblical times are like historical, like the Bible is literally true.
Back and let them know. Somebody's probably wondering where it is.
Sure? Okay, thanks.
Still can't trace it?
I talked to 4 operators at the company. Talked to supervisors. Called their regional offices.
Adventures in Odyssey did a time travel one. Was it a real time travel one, or was it one of their holodeck episodes? Because Adventures in Odyssey also had a holodeck. I forget what it was called, but it was a holodeck functionally. It worked narratively the same as a holodeck in Star Trek.
Their corporate headquarters even called our competitors. No record of a package to our address.
Well, you've done what you can.
The Imagination Station! Thank you, AltFact. That's what the fucking holodeck was called.
Until the owner shows up then, I guess you've got yourself a laptop.
Oh, great.
There was an episode of Adventures in Odyssey, which, by the way, for anyone who's seen Adventures in Odyssey, the animated series, it started as a radio show that was also on cassette. So I don't know if I don't think this episode got adapted into the animated show. But I was listening to the radio show, and there was an episode that fucked me up as a kid. Because it was an episode where a kid, like, didn't want any rules, and they were tired of rules. So they went into the holodeck thing, the Imagination Station, and basically the prompt was something like, "Computer, show me a world where I can live with no rules." And they basically went through a simulation of what life would be like with no rules, and things keep escalating until they steal their parents' car and get in a car accident and lose the use of their legs. And like, I was like 5 or 6. This is like a show for like little kids. And straight up, it was like a scene where like it's audio, so you can't see anything, but it reveals like he woke up in a hospital and he can't move his legs. Like real fucked up traumatic stuff for a kid's show. Did they just animate the radio show audio? I don't think so. I think they did actual full adaptations of the episodes, like they re-scripted them to some extent and took advantage of the visual part.
Please tell me that over the weekend I had this really...
There's The Flying House, another time-traveling Bible TV series. Yeah, time travel is a big trope in Christian media. I don't know why. I would be very interested to dive into that someday and really think about why is time travel such a prevalent theme in Christian stuff. But that's not today, I guess, so.
Strange dream about a laptop. Goliath falling through my basement. A kid named David. And it'll all go away if I just watch my sugar intake. Please tell me that. That's what I was afraid of.
My theory is, I think someone added that button onto the existing software and made your computer do all this incredible stuff.
But who? And why would they send it to me? Why do I have to have...
Toreador says, you weren't there. Actually, thanks to this time-traveling Christian toaster, I was there.
Shepherd boys and giants appearing out of thin air. As if going through puberty wasn't enough to complicate your life.
That's funny.
It gets weirder. Everything about Goliath just checks out. The part David said, 6 cubits in a span, bingo, right from the Bible.
And no one's ever read the Bible before. It's a little obscure text I don't think anyone's heard of.
Coincidence.
Oh, also the bronze helmet on his head, the bronze coat armor, the shield things, those things on his legs.
They're called...
What makes a toaster Christian? Accepting the forgiveness and love of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, obviously.
Yeah, she said.
The javelin he had. It was bronze. And the spear he was holding.
Let me guess. Bronze.
Plaza Spec, just from the PragerU Kids type stuff, it seems time travel makes for a pretty easy appeal to authority. Time travel's also just a fun use of the imagination, though. I really want... I feel like I could do it. Oh, God. Sorry. No, I'm having all sorts of thoughts about this now, and I can't. We're streaming. I can't hypothesize right now.
Yeah, how'd you know?
It does make me want to actually do a video on this and why this is a prevalent theme. I did want the next tip goal to be edited content. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. This is what makes a toaster Christian. Just looks like it burns your toast selectively. I don't think so.
How'd you know? Caleb, you were so scared you wouldn't even open up your eyes. And Emily, oh my gosh,
How do you think this would go over for show and tell, smart boy?
Where'd you get this?
While you were on the phone, we found it stuck in the wall.
We figure it broke off during Goliath's fall.
This screensaver's so cool. Yeah, I love it. Where'd you get it?
This screensaver's so cool.
From Melissa. Did you check it for viruses? Don't worry about it.
A time-traveling toaster is needed in the name of Jesus Crust.
What screensaver?
What does God need with a time machine?
Oh, is this real cool one that I got from somebody? I think I got it from Josh Walker or somebody. Can I copy it? Sure.
Do I think this implies that Goliath lost not because David hit him, but he knocked himself out in the basement? Ooh, Terminator 1 rules. That would be fun. I'd take that. They accidentally lead to biblical events because they pull people in. Bittergrin with 100 bits says, if I ever find myself in a time-traveling Christian kids show, I'm going to use the tech to save Jesus, thus forcing the kids to figure out a way to kill Jesus so that his sacrifice is complete. That's actually Judas's story. We just don't know his half of it. Toreador says, now that's a reference.
Why not? Thanks.
I can't believe it's not reference.
Match to your friends. Thanks. See you later. All right, bye. What are you doing? Oh, just this virus I downloaded, just to make little Joshy's life a bit more complicated.
You can get nailed for that.
Not if someone just keeps his mouth shut.
Okay, fine. But you'll never believe what I just heard Josh and Caleb talking about.
What?
If I had a time machine that pulled anyone from biblical history to the present, I would simply grab Eve and tell her she could do better.
Time travel? That's ridiculous.
Maybe it is, but we'll never know unless we do some research.
And, of course, we'll have to experiment a bit more with the laptop.
Research? Experiments?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, sure.
Or the real boss move, get God from the beginning of time and convince God not to make the universe. Save everyone a lot of time and existence.
Great. So we bring back Goliath. Ask him a few questions. Along with the entire Philistine army, are you nuts or something?
I'll bet you want to do this just as much as we do. I also bet that you switched it with your old computer and you have it right there in your computer bag because you don't dare take your eyes off of it.
That's it right there. I know I tried, Dad, but it isn't working. There must be a bug in the program. Here, watch this. Don't mess with it until I get back.
You ain't gotta worry about that.
I'm familiar with Lilith. I know. I feel like sometimes you guys tell me Bible things when half the time it's probably shit I told you guys like 8 years ago.
See, there it is. Shh, quiet. Okay, you ready for this? I've been searching on the internet for anything that has to do with time travel, and you won't believe all the stuff there is. There's a lot of scientists who really think
Comedy is a cycle. Comedy is a tragedy.
it's possible.
Yeah, that's fine, but we can't seem to get it to work anymore. I just don't buy it. There's no way you can physically prove that what we saw were some guys being physically transported through time. I'm sorry, but it's impossible. I don't care how many books you've read and how many things you've seen on the internet.
Why did it bring the sheep too? I know it's a joke and it's funny, but like, why did the time machine bring the sheep too? It's supposed to select the guy. The time machine just go, well, he's a shepherd, so he needs his sheep. Okay.
What did you do?
So no, he just time traveled the sheep.
Well, the good news is I fixed that bug. But the bad news is I know what the bad news is. Just turn it off. I'm on top of it. Emily? Yeah, we're having sort of a situation here. I'm starting to really believe in this time travel stuff.
You sent that earlier, Toreador, the bioneural gel pack, right? Did that just send the second time?
Stop eating that! But this time we've got sheep. Hey, you want to come back down here? I don't know. I haven't noticed if they're cute. Oh, great. Come
Two
on.
time
get
travelers
off the bed.
deem of anachronistic
Right,
sheep.
all of you. Stop eating my jacket. It's pure wool. Hey, I'm sorry. It's
The
wool.
DM said he could bring any equipment written on a sheet, and he had his sheep written down.
Emily, where was that?
Sheep aren't equipment, they're companions.
Did you just send back David and Goliath?
Or familiars.
I'm trying.
They're non-magical, so it wouldn't be. They're not an item.
Under that one file that, oh gosh, I can't remember.
Think, Emily, think!
Okay,
A sheep egg would be an item if you were in a universe where sheep laid eggs. Which, also, if I create a D&D universe, sheep will lay eggs, because I think that's cool.
oh my gosh.
Sheep look like they should come out of eggs. I don't care if they're mammals. Fuck nature.
Oh, no, hey, come on. We have a bath. Okay, everybody out. The party's over.
Problem?
Whoa, I didn't see you come in.
Why do you keep doing this to me?
I didn't mean to. We're still trying to learn how to use this thing. But since you're in the neighborhood, can you do us a favor and just call up the sheep?
Sure. Moab, Methuselah.
Toreador says, what if the animals were in something like a Pokeball and that was written down?
I'm coming. Yeah, you ain't so tough now, are you?
Everyone, come on, line up. Let's go.
It's just like that pig movie. Why'd you bring David back? It wasn't an
I love Gordy.
accident. A big one. Emily remembered. It's Control Z.
That's nice that the undo hotkey is the same for the time machine.
Look at them wagging their little tails behind them. Go upstairs and see if they're all gone. All right.
I'm waiting for this to become the sheep version of Roar, Bah, if you will.
Wait up! Wait up!
Probably fewer injuries.
What?
What are we gonna do? Tell the authorities?
No, we're not gonna tell the authorities. What we're gonna do is get our hands on that thing.
How?
I'll think of something. That's all of them. Except this one. Isn't he cute? Yeah, he is pretty cute.
Actually, that's a she. Her name's Bathsheba.
You name one of your sheep Bathsheba?
Bathsheba's the name of the woman David later forces to, like, come and sleep with him even though she's married. And he kills her husband. He saw her bathing on the roof. You've heard the song. What the fuck?
Yeah, after this really cute girl in my neighborhood.
Oh no! Oh no, they're making a joke about it! Oh no! Okay, so this is always kind of a problem inherent in like Christian children's media is a lot of the Bible's really violent or sexual or both. So usually what they'll do in something like Veggie Tales, which is a pretty competent Christian kids show all things considered, doesn't address it. They just avoid it because it's for kids, you know? And you could argue that that's to an extent hypocritical because you're glossing over the context in which these stories take place, but at the end of the day, it's for little kids, so you kind of get it, right? This is not the right thing to do. Don't make little cutesy, dumbed-down jokes like this. This is not cool. What the fuck? VeggieTales did that story, but it was someone's rubber duck instead of his wife. Yes, they usually edit things to be kid-friendly in the extreme, to the point where it's almost a joke how much they make it for, like, little kids, and that's almost part of the humor.
Don't forget to write. See you later, man.
Well, now can you send me back too?
I will. But I wonder if you mind staying for a bit.
Stay here?
Just for a day or so. I don't know who programmed this thing. Or how it got here. But maybe you can provide us with some of the answers.
Okay.
Josh Walker, pleased to meet you.
David.
Will Kale says, Star Wars is for kids, and/or Season 2, Episode 3, Hold My Beer. Star Wars was for kids in the 70s and 80s. Now Star Wars is for, like, adult children. I say that as one of those adult children. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but you guys am familiar with all the shit I'm into. I would argue Star Wars was for children. Now it's a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate IP owned by Disney that needs to hit the big four demographics.
Son of Jesse.
Yeah.
And it fails to most of the time.
We know.
So, your family's your good friends?
The best. Caleb and I have been tight since we were little kids.
Tight?
Yeah, tight. Don't you have a best friend?
Oh, sure. Jonathan.
Then you're tight with him. See?
Joke's on you, Fatback Gaming. I don't know what that word means.
Those are the coolest sandals.
Oh, thanks. I made it myself. You go first.
So you nailed Goliath with only one stone? No offense, but a kid like you? How'd you do it?
I didn't.
Oh, and the rocks just jumped off the ground. Flew through the air.
He's taking the trapped in the future thing very casually. They usually do in the show Mentors that this is a ripoff of, so they're just ripping off that. Also, I do have another episode of Mentors to watch after this, because I like that show. And in this episode that I picked out, Oscar Wilde gets sent to the future. So I'm curious if they'll at all reference the fact that he's, like, gay.
And not Goliath right
Because
up.
it kind of feels like having Oscar Wilde in your show and not addressing it even a little bit would be kind of weird, you know?
Right.
But it's an early 2000s kids show, so I'm curious how they'll handle it, if at all.
You know something, Josh? You're right. It is impossible. Impossible. Without God.
Cool. Here, let me help you with that.
Oh, thanks.
So long.
Goodbye, Joshua.
Hey, Josh, pretty smooth trick with that screensaver.
What are you talking about?
That screensaver you started to pass around at school?
That's nuts. I never passed one around.
Well, I hope you're right, because it had a virus on it.
Just a sec. Hello?
Yeah, is this Josh Walker?
Yes. Who's calling?
It's Missy Conrad's father. Let me speak to your father, please.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, I'll look into it. Oh, you can count on that. All right, goodbye. You said that you passed around a virus to the entire school, and that it destroyed a semester's worth of work on Missy's computer.
That's ridiculous. I didn't do that.
What schools in 1997 were giving their kids laptop computers? I know, like, that's a thing now, but that wasn't even a thing when I was in high school in 2012. Like, this is 1997. They were not giving the kids at school fucking laptops. Do you know how expensive laptops were in the 90s?
That?
You didn't?
No!
Well, then who did?
I don't know, but it sure wasn't me.
Okay. I believe you.
Chromebooks didn't exist yet. All laptops were huge and expensive.
And I'm willing to call the principal tonight and do battle for you. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't involved in anything else that might embarrass both of us later on.
I think Jared is behind the virus.
They were family computers? No, because they said their school had laptops. Their school was giving them laptops.
He'd do anything to get me in trouble.
You know, I wish you two would learn to work things out. Is that all that's been going on?
Not quite. There's just this one little thing. It's nothing I did wrong. It's just something I've been trying to tell you. And I've tried to tell you, but it hasn't worked out till now. So anyway, here goes. I have something that you should know about.
Which is what?
A time machine.
Excuse me?
Okay, you remember that package that came and I couldn't figure out who it belonged to? Well, here's where it gets weird. It had this really strong wrapping on it. There wasn't a tool in the basement that could open it. Turns out all I had to do was read the directions first, which we men never do, right?
What is it? You're practicing your fucking tight five all of a sudden? What are we doing? And women be shopping, am I right, fellas?
Anyway, here's
Oh wait, it's the 90s. I gotta do one of these. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Ho ho.
It's
Tim Allen.
really weird. Inside, he's this time machine. It looks just like my laptop at school, but it transports people from like ancient times to the present. And the first time it boots up, well, here comes this giant flying across the room. We find out later it's Goliath.
We?
Yeah, Caleb, Emily, and me. So anyway, Goliath comes flying across the room. That's why it looks like Beirut down there.
Josh, time out, okay? Look. You know, it's been kind of rough since your mom died. I haven't always been able to fill the void she left. But I'm trying. I really am. And Josh, I just don't think you're trying here. I've worked with you through all your rough times. But this stuff, time travel, I'm not calling your principal. I'm calling your school counselor.
But Dad!
And I told you to cut down on all that sugar.
David?
Joshua?
About a year after I killed Goliath, the people started making me their kind of hero. They were talking about me being king one day and making up songs about me. And all of a sudden, Saul starts going mad. It's like he's jealous of all this attention I'm getting. I never asked for it in the first place. I never wanted to be king. I still don't. But Saul's crazy. Josh, he's trying to kill me. If it weren't for Jonathan warning me, I'd be dead.
Okay. You rest here, and we'll talk when I get back from school.
Thanks. But why did you bring me back again?
I want to prove all this to my dad.
Wouldn't bringing him help in that endeavor? Wasn't David good friends with Saul's son? The guy whose name he dropped a second ago. I forget if that's Saul's son, but it's the guy he mentioned. Jonathan, thank you.
There he is!
Hey, man! That's all right.
Okay, that's enough. Josh, do you know anything about a computer virus?
I don't, Mrs. Parker.
All right, that's enough. Josh, put your computer on the cart with the others.
I don't understand, like, even if he somehow did get them a virus, that doesn't mean he did it intentionally. Like, they all wanted whatever this stupid fucking screensaver was. Like, if he accidentally got a computer virus, they're all equally to blame because they also wanted it and didn't investigate even a little bit if it was clean.
Why? Because we have to run a disinfectant on all of them to find out which ones are infected. But before we clean them up, we're going to be looking for any files that are left which might lead us to the source of the virus.
But Mrs. Parker...
Josh, just do it.
You want me to run these down to the computer lab, Miss Parker?
Yes, Blake, thank you. When we find out who caused this, we'll deal with the guilty party. You can count on that.
Like, they're all acting like it must be malicious, like kids don't just get viruses because they're stupid in the 90s and they're, like, were more viruses going around, more easy to, like, get. H-Bird says, please don't look into my folder named English papers. He's been bringing his time machine to school with him. Where do you keep your time machine?
Miss Parker.
These are the only ones that didn't have the virus. The rest are infected. Sarah, Jessica, Todd, David, Carol, Mark, and Jared.
What? That's it? What about mine?
Josh, yours had the virus.
Are you sure this is a good place to mess with this thing?
Yeah. Don't worry, it's perfect. My dad works here. I'm just about to quit for the day. Wait a minute. It says...
Orion says, in 1997, my high school computer lab was shut down from a virus when someone downloaded porn. They thought it was a student. Turns out it was a custodian after hours. Oh. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
David, son of Jesse.
Remember, kids, don't look up porn at work. Especially if your work is a school.
Delivered to present time, 8 a.m., September 30th? Wait a minute. That was this morning. That means he's still here.
He's here?
And can't get back unless we help him. Oh, this is just too good. All right, then. Let's see who we can call forward. Goliath? I think we'll pass on him. Sheep? We'll go there. King Saul?
Can you summon Satan with this? That'd be pretty rad.
A king. All right, then. Let's roll out the red carpet and bring ourselves a king.
Can we bring in Onan and treat him for... No.
take it?
Yes, I am King Saul.
Ryan Cooper says, Onan, come again? He got in enough trouble the first time. Ba-dum-bum.
You.
Just your humble servants.
What kind of dream is this?
Well, actually, it's not a dream. It's real.
What?
Yeah, we have this time machine, and it's really cool. There's all this cool stuff.
He doesn't know what a time machine is. The concept of a time machine was invented by H.G. Wells. Did not exist in fiction prior to that. H-Bird says, summon John of Patmos, then Minecraft him, since Jesus said that the end times would happen within the life of the apostles, and he's the only one who wasn't martyred. His death will bring on the apocalypse. That's actually not a bad premise for a Christian time travel thing, is actually this prophecy is true from a subjective fourth dimensional point of view, because they die in the present, which is their future. So, tongue stick out. Yeah.
Stuff, and you just type up a name. What's he?
What are these?
They're these huge, powerful machines. They're used to build homes and great cities. You like them?
Oh, yes, very much so. Powerful, you say?
Oh, yes. Very, very powerful. Like yourself. Would you like us to send one back with you?
Is that Mel Gibson? No, I don't smell evil on him.
You can do that?
Sure, you could whip up a kingdom pretty fast with a few of these babies.
Not really, though, because they need fuel and maintenance, which he doesn't have access to, so...
Well, that's just great!
How are they speaking English? You gotta hand wave that. You gotta hand wave that. Translation filter, Babelfish, a latent psychic field emanating from the time machine. Who cares? Why isn't King Saul catching all of the diseases that he has no immunity to?
Except I won't have a kingdom when I return. No! And it's all because of that little rat boy David. All because he killed one lousy little giant. Now all the women sing of him. Saul has slain his 1,000, David his 10,000. I cannot get that song out of my head. It's driving me nuts.
I know what you mean. I have the same problem with that Barney song. I love you, you love me.
Quiet!
I never should have asked David to come into my house in the first place to play that little harp.
What if I told you that
Saul needs medication? Unironically, like, from his characterization in the Bible, he is written as very unstable. Yes. Unironically.
Is very
like, the way that this guy's playing it is campy and over the top, but it's not, like, out of character for how Saul is written at this point in his life, so, like, yeah. I get it.
time zone?
Like, literally, there's a story at this point in his life where David's just, like, straight up playing the harp, and, like, Saul just gets pissed off and fucking tries to murder him. I don't remember if he throws a spear at him or if it's a bow and arrow, but either way, he, like, straight up just takes a shot at him while he's, like, playing his fucking harp.
What?
That's right. He was brought forward in time this morning.
You mean he's here?
Yeah, and I can lead you right to him. Better yet, what if I bring him to you?
Oh, yes. Yes! You can't do that.
Let me make a quick little phone call.
I'm enjoying the Saul performance, I'm not gonna lie.
When you get your computer back tomorrow,
it's very over the top
you need
and
to send
fun.
me back right away.
Why? Saul will just try to kill you again.
Well, I can't stay in hiding forever and pretend like...
Kid, if you read the Bible story, he turns out fine. He goes on to, like, wipe out cities full of people. Like, not great stuff. David does a lot of stuff that, like, from the perspective of his enemies, is not good.
like I'm trusting God.
Then when you go back, you need to fight back.
No. I need to let God fight my battles for me.
What about Goliath? Who killed him?
Like, he goes around conquering nations. Like, he just straight up invades shit. That's fucked up, man.
I think I killed him. You still don't understand.
Who flung the stone?
I did, but who caused it to hit its mark?
Hello? Hey, Joshy. It's me, Jared. Hey, listen. It seems as though I got your computer by mistake. Must have been a mix-up. Wow, this got some real interesting.
What?
Joshy, it's awesome program. I don't know where you can buy that kind of stuff. The weirdest thing happened. I booted the thing up and it started doing all these crazy things. And lo and behold, out came this guy I'm sure you'll want to meet. And your David friend too, since he's probably sitting right there.
David, son of Jesse, I want you to know that I have followed you through time in order to finish what I started in Jerusalem. Before this day is through, I will have your head and return to the throne that will forever be mine. I am coming to get you, son of Jesse.
We'll be in touch.
Don't worry, David. He's not here. It's just the telephone. Merely a reproduction of Saul's voice by transmission of an electrical signal.
Yeah, whatever she said.
Where would they get a sample? Oh, no. Okay, I get what she's saying. She's explaining the phone to him.
For I am the king of Israel.
The entire Old Testament is a shit show, hardly the solid moral underpinning that's advertised. No, you don't get anything resembling, like, what we would consider decent morality pretty much until the New Testament, and even then, it's not consistent. Jesus tells people that if they're slaves, they should obey their masters if they're not unkind masters, which basically just means if they don't mercilessly beat you constantly. So yeah, it's, pretty fucked.
Yes?
He can't hear you anymore.
Oh, very well then. I guess I'll take a nap now.
We could go to the police.
Oh, we could go tell the police there's this deranged king from 1200 BC after your friend. They're really gonna believe that? I don't think so.
Wait a minute. When Saul was talking, did you guys hear anything in the background? Like, some beeping sounds or something?
She's right. I remember it too. Like something backing up. Like one of those tractors at the site.
Oh, I literally was gonna make a joke that they were gonna do the do. Kids love Sergio Leone.
Come on, let's go get some names or some betting machines over here.
Are you sure we shouldn't stay and keep an eye on this guy?
No, we'll be fine. Come on, let's go.
What is he doing?
Okay, let's split up. Caleb, Emily, go to the train. Go, go. Okay. David, let's go sneak around those tractors.
They're gonna do the cut off the part of the robe of the sleeping story. You're probably right. You're probably right. That was supposed to be in a cave. But
do you have
whatever.
another one? No.
I see the laptop, but no one's in there. Let's get it. Okay.
Great. $1 to feed you, me, and King Looney over there.
Have I ever taken a nap in my whole life? Yes.
King Psycho doing some guy. If you hang around here as nuts as he is.
Two other episodes of this fucking show. What are the other episodes about? Have I ever taken a nap in a construction yard using a rock as a pillow? Can't say I'm familiar with that, no. So a lack of following OSHA guidelines killed him. Don't remember that chapter.
Grab onto my arm. I got you. Don't worry.
You're just a boy.
Trust me. Hold on to my arm. Grab on. Why do you want to harm me? I've done nothing to harm you. I would never hurt any man. My lord has made king. I took your belt and could have killed you, but I didn't. That's the second time I've had the chance.
You have given me my life, David. Will you forgive me?
Okay, but the thing is, this bit of character development doesn't help when we know he's an incredibly unstable person who's probably mentally ill, so, like, having a heart-to-heart isn't gonna change the fundamental emotional issues he's having that's causing him to act out quite irrationally and violently towards David. I know it's a story, so you just kind of need to act like this is fine. But it's not. This isn't a reasonable difference. He's crazy. H-Bird says, is one of the episodes going to be the story of where they trick all the men in the city to get circumcised and sack the city while they're recovering? I hope so. That's the funniest war crime in the Bible, probably. Yeah. Funniest war crime in the Bible. Convince all the men to cut off their foreskins and then murder them while they're recovering. Pretty fucked up.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
「
Nice job, Emily. Watch out! Hey, wait a minute!
Still 10 minutes left. Just take it back. Jesus. This is why you don't keep your time machine on a laptop. That's why I always build my time machines into underrated sports cars that failed in the 80s. The stainless steel construction allows for the flux disperse. Well, never mind. Luckily, this is Luckily, this is the day the kid found out he had a scat fetish. I shouldn't have let that one come out, but fuck it.
I'll bet it was that one. Come on. Please! Someone help me! Walker, I know you're out there!
Everyone knows drug-based time machines are superior, like the girl who wept through time, or Time Addicts. Another from that genre.
Please help me! Please! We gotta do something! Help me! Kayla! I'll never beat you up again! Please! Please, someone help me!
Or time tracks, or trancers. Trancers use a drug. I've not actually seen time tracks. Somewhere in Time doesn't use a drug, but it uses your mind. Get away from her, you bitch!
Josh, no!
Wait, why does David care if he kills this guy? David kills people all the time. David would, like, if David was a historical figure that was brought forward to today, he would not have a compunction with killing your enemies. Like a huge thing he did. He killed his fucking enemies. What are you talking about? Where's Saul now? He got sent back to the past. Hot Tub Time Machine doesn't count. They are on drugs when they go through time, but it's not the drugs that do it. It's the hot tub mixed with the stuff in the energy drink, but it's still a machine. They just happen to be high while it happens, but the drugs aren't necessary.
You're gonna pay for this, Walker. Get the computer. Right. You brought it all on yourself, Jared.
And
the computer, of course, is fine. The computer's not covered in human waste.
The disk you dropped. Now we can prove that it was you who planted the virus.
Hey, you cannot prove anything.
You don't get it, do you, Jared? I can match these files with the files on the cache on the internet browser on your computer and prove it came from your computer.
Yeah, whatever she said.
Besides this, you'll have to explain why your computer wasn't infected with the virus.
Because it was Josh's computer they checked.
Then you'll have to explain why you stole Josh's computer.
Well, you go, Marcia Clark.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Whatever. I'm out of here. My opinion is, any guy who ends up smelling like the Tidy Bone Man has probably got what he deserves.
Got him.
Ready?
All set.
You made the right choice, Josh.
Yeah, but Jared will be back. Just like Saul.
I know. But I need to let God fight my battles for me.
Right.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, and one more thing. About Bathsheba, she's bad for you, man.
Stop bringing this up! That story's not appropriate for this children's version of David. Like, I feel like Christian media always talks about the fact that, like, David got her husband killed, but very rarely does it ever mention that, like, what he does to her is effectively sexual assault because of the implication. Like, at no point are we told she's into him or she, like, wants him to come on to her. Like, he's the king, and he uses that power to assault a woman, and they're treating it like a fucking joke. I fucking hate this shit.
Here's a copy of the disc that Jared dropped. The proof is there, ironclad.
Thanks.
As you know, all the computers have been returned to you, and as far as we can tell, there's no way to determine who started the virus. There's just too many stories.
We didn't start the virus. It was always something and then something. I can't do improv like William Joel.
And too much gossip to wade through to get to the facts. So unless anyone can give me any reason why we should keep this an issue, I suggest we close the book and move on. I think we've all learned some important lessons, okay? See you tomorrow.
He looks like what I think Bart Simpson would have looked like in live action. This kid looks like live action Bart Simpson. Imagine him being like, get your finger off my butterfinger. Or cowabunga, dude. No, that's the Turtles. What the fuck does he say? I think he says cowabunga. He says, eat my shorts. Don't have a cow, man. Ay caramba. That's one. Is the lizard attached to the shirt? Yeah, there's like clothespins holding it on. I miss Simpsons Hit and Run.
So what are you gonna do next with the time machine?
Yeah, I made a list of people I'd like to meet. I don't know.
Let me guess, are they all from the Bible, inexplicably?
Look at all the trouble it's caused us.
You could never finish the final mission of Hit and Run. Oh, it's insane bullshit. That last mission sucks. I did it, though. It's possible.
Maybe I'll just hide it away someplace.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
That would be a good time for a remaster of Hit and Run. Probably do the same thing they did with Oblivion, where it's like the same game underneath, but they just kind of wrap it in new textures and stuff. Be a lot simpler for Simpsons, too, because it's like not as detailed. A lot more just flat textures. You could do that. throw it up for like $40. People would buy that.
Josh, here's one of my favorites.
Did they fix the controls in the Oblivion remaster? Can you explain what you mean by fix the controls? They fixed the leveling system, which is great. Oh man, my Oblivion, I'm never playing original Oblivion again, specifically because of the leveling issue. Having to work on and plan your characters with the original leveling system in Oblivion is a nightmare because of how stupid their leveling system worked. Fixed now. It's like a lot simpler, but like it's functional and it doesn't cause you to have to create spreadsheets to figure out what you're leveling this particular level.
A Psalm of David. Do not fret because of evil men, or be envious of those who do wrong.
Okay, but like David was also an evil man. He raped Bathsheba. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to use that word, but like I gotta kind of drive home the seriousness of what happened there in that story.
For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Delight yourself in the Lord.
The spreadsheets were half the fun. I would disagree. Also, I'm the arena grand champion. I'm part of only 1% of people who've done that in the remaster so far. Thanks, achievements.
He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteousness shine like the dawn, and the justice of your cause like the noonday sun.
The justice of your cause, you know, like when you see a lady you find attractive, so you make her have sex with you and send her husband off to die in a war. Well, that was terrible. So curious what the next parts are. The second part, let's see, he uses a time machine to bring Paul the Apostle into the present time. Oh, that's boring. What's episode 3? The Prophet Daniel. That's not very interesting. I feel like they could have pulled more interesting characters for this show. Alright, let's do that episode of Mentors with Oscar Wilde. Oh, if you haven't seen me cover this the other day, this is the show that Christian show was ripping off. This is called Mentors. It was on the Discovery Kids channel. I loved this as a kid. Most of the episodes aren't available. Some of them are on YouTube, like the one we're watching, but it ran for, I think, 2 or 4 seasons. 4 seasons, I think. And most of the episodes just are not available anywhere. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. It's kind of a lost show in part, which is a shame. But here's the Oscar Wilde episode. Kid builds a time machine, can bring historical figures to the present to help teach him lessons. H-Bird says they could have done a Three Stooges pastiche with Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Oh, and we only watched the first episode last time. I skipped ahead. This is like episode 6. In episode 2, he meets this woman, this girl, rather. They're around the same age. They're both kids. And she's, like, also a genius, but, like, she's more specific to, like, computers and stuff and networks. So she also uses the time machine with him now. Oh, sent a bits cleanse? Sorry, I missed that. Clips might be short enough to avoid copyright. Here's a fun cleanse. B.
A is for B.
Yeah, these are short enough that it should be fine.
Is for
bullshit.
C is for
come with me if you want to live.
D is for
Dylan!
You son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch!
E is for
enough talk.
F is for
Fine chariot, but where's the horses?
G.
Hercules in New York.
Is for
Get to the chopper!
H is for
Hasta la vista, baby.
I is for
I'll be back.
J is for
Jesus, Marge! What the fuck?
K is for
Knock, knock.
L is for
I lied.
Oh, that's a good one. The context of that is that's from Commando. And his character, John Matrix, is on a plane with this guy, and he's like, oh, I'll kill you last or something. So he actually kills him, like, first or second. And he goes like, remember when I said I'd kill you last? I lied. Sorry, my delivery isn't as good as Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's why he's a quite famous action star.
M is for
Mac.
N is for
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimball have to go to the bathroom. Nothing.
O is for
You'll never get over the name John Matrix. Might I introduce you to the lead character of the Prancers franchise, Jack Death? His character's name is Jack Death. And the movies will never let you forget it, because everyone points it out and how stupid it is.
Motherfucker.
P is for
Put that cookie down! Now!
Q is for
Quick, because my horse is getting tired.
R is for
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
S is for
Sure. Here's my invitation.
T is for
Talk to the hand.
U is for
He had to split.
V is for
Very hungry.
W is for
Wrong.
X is for
I actually don't recognize what that one's from.
Y is for
You're fired.
Z is for
Zero! Now! He was zero, now he's plain zero. Oh, this one's bad.
Zero! Now!
Plain zero! Yeah. No. Close! Not quite, though. Probably should have done a pun with, like, chill. I don't know. His first movie? I thought his first movie was Hercules in New York. Well, his first movie, I think, was Pumping Iron. That was a documentary, though. His first fictional movie, I thought, was Hercules in New York. Yes, it is? Okay. I don't understand. Who's Oscar in this joke, Spokane Dog Man? I know you typed that earlier. I didn't get it.
15 minutes of fame.
Oh, my mom's working.
What about your dad?
He's not into this kind of stuff.
I'm beginning to think the guy doesn't exist.
Hey, Bobby. Looking a little light in your sneakers. You and Kate's dating now, or what?
Hey. Leave him alone, you primate.
Oh! Bobby's boyfriend's mad at me. What are you gonna do, scratch my eyes out?
We're not like that, okay?
Oh, duh, this is the Oscar Wilde episode. Jesus Christ.
So, exactly what is it about jock straps that turns guys into Neanderthals?
Jeez, Bobby. Why don't you do something?
Like what? Beat them up? I don't think so.
Well, you could have said something.
What?
What?
I don't know, maybe tell them that they're wrong about you?
Not. Who cares? What?
Well,
I know they're high schoolers, so of course they think this all matters and is very important. But what a...
maybe they're not. See you later.
Are they gonna acknowledge it? I'm not sure. That's what I'm curious about, is if they're gonna... I think there's almost zero chance they're gonna outright say that Oscar Wilde was gay. They might tip their hat to it a little bit and imply, but I don't think they're gonna say it. They did already kind of subtly when they're like, what, is he your boyfriend? Yeah, I know.
Why didn't he say something?
I think he just did, Oliver.
We gotta find somebody who'll help him stand up for himself. Like Jack Dempsey or Joe Louis.
Come on. Bobby's not gonna duke it out with Jeff. We need someone who's had to deal with this stuff.
Like who?
What about Lord Byron?
Oh, a poet. Great. Next, you'll be recommending what? Plato?
Fucking who's? Would you fuck Plato, I guess? What the fuck?
That's too abstract. Hey, Gertrude Stein?
If anything, I think we need a guy.
What about Oscar Wilde?
The playwright? How?
Yeah, he was even put on trial.
You're kidding.
3 times. And sent to jail.
Specify target.
Try 1895.
1895. Confirmed. Specify location. London. Confirmed.
Pumping Iron was 7 years after Hercules in New York? Wow. Okay, that's shocking to me. Hercules in New York is hard to watch because he's ADR'd.
Specify target. Oscar Wilde. Confirmed.
Is it true you indulge in champagne on a daily basis, Mr. Wilde?
Yes, iced champagne is a favorite drink of mine. Strongly against my doctor's orders.
Never mind your doctor's orders, sir.
I never...
Oh, there are non-ADR versions? I've only seen the ADR ones.
Oh my. I really must moderate my indulgence in champagne.
It's not the champagne, Mr. Wilde. You just traveled through time.
Oh, no. I wish I'd known I was going away. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read.
I would, I think we would all hope that we are clever enough that if we're ever time traveled against our will to the future, we'll have something clever to say. Good shit.
And then yesterday, Jeff unbolted Bobby's bicycle seat.
Oh my.
And last week, he painted Bobby's locker pink.
Yeah, so we figured maybe you could help.
Oh, this modern age. So advanced and yet still so far behind. I had hoped that after my own ordeals, attitudes might have matured.
Wow, they're just doing everything but saying the word gay. Like, it's literally, they're doing it, but they're just not saying it. How interesting. The early 2000s were such an interesting time for, like, this kind of thing. Huh.
We were thinking that since you're such a famous...
I don't think Amber's here. This is a shame. I know Amber likes Oscar Wilde.
Miss English playwright.
English, or not so? No. I'm Irish, born Oscar Fingal O'Flaherty Wills Wilde.
Ah, you shortened your name.
A name that is destined to be on everyone's lips must not be too long. Oh.
Oliver?
Yeah?
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Your dad called.
Okay, thanks.
Why didn't you tell him about the science fair? Bobby's mom said that you won first prize.
It's no big...
M.H. Darkby says everything else is just a toy. Excited for this? Yes, I am. The 4K of Small Soldiers. Shocked this is getting a 4K release. It is like a Joe Dante film, so like I guess it's not that shocking, but I'm excited. I like Small Soldiers, and, like, don't hate me for this. It's not a better movie. I'm nostalgic for it, so I like it more. I like Small Soldiers better than Gremlins. I will reiterate, Gremlins is a better film, it's better constructed, it's a better movie, but I have more nostalgia for Small Soldiers, so.
Big deal.
Very excited.
No big deal. For you, maybe.
All right. You've made your point.
Oliver, he may not be my husband, but he's still your dad.
Oliver, I would be quite upset if one of my children failed to invite me to such an important event.
You have children?
My wife, Constance, and I have 2 delightful sons. You see, people make all sorts of assumptions about other people, do they not? But then a maverick
Oh, I wonder why.
such as yourself would already know about such things. Oh, my, exquisite.
Do you think you could act a little more natural?
Natural? Oh, heaven forbid.
People are whispering.
Better Oscar Wilde than Einstein. I don't know what Oscar Wilde acted like, other than flamboyant, so.
One thing in the world
He did have a wife and 2 children? Of course he did, given the time period, yeah.
Isn't being talked about. That is not being talked about.
You don't either, but he looks a little closer to the paintings. At least most of the paintings. I get the feeling one of the paintings looks quite a bit different than the others. It's funny, because picture of Dorian Gray.
Dee's Uncle Oscar's here to help. Bag the grass. You know what I'm saying. Learn how to stand.
And then Oscar Wilde hit on the kid, and the episode got very uncomfortable.
Stand up to Jeff. Yeah, Oliver, give it a rest.
Bobby, Uncle Oscar's been through it. He knows what...
By the way, in terms of a picture of Dorian Gray, I can't say I've seen many versions of a picture of Dorian Gray, but this version with George Sanders playing Dorian Gray is really great. So if you're going to watch any version of it, I'd recommend it. It is, for the most part, in black and white. It's from 1945. I'd recommend it. It does go to color briefly. There's a couple shots of the portrait of the picture of Dorian Gray that go to color to great effect, because the movie is so black and white that when it finally gets to the portrait and you see it for the first time and it's in striking Technicolor, it like really blows your fucking eyes out because you're so used to seeing the black and white. All of a sudden they show the picture and it's like it looks so vivid and gross. So anyway, check out that version of a picture of Dorian Gray. I've talked about it before, but I think it makes a pretty good double feature with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with Frederick March, which is from earlier, but good stuff. Good stuff. From 31, I think. One of the last pre-code horror films.
What to do?
Like the Red in Schindler's List. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Right, Uncle Oscar?
Oh, I always pass on good advice. It's the only thing to do with it. It's never of any use to oneself.
Great. Let's hear it.
Use wit.
Wit? What? That's your advice?
A man who can dominate a London dinner table can dominate the world.
But that's not gonna help, Bobby.
No? Ooh. Believe in yourself. That is your strongest weapon. Be who and what you are without apology. I mean, look at me. I long ago discovered the delights in being different.
You can tell the writer's so bad, want him to just be like... it feels like the writers so bad want him to proudly call himself the F-slur. That's the gleeful energy I'm getting from him. You know what I mean? And not in an insulting or bad way, in like a he's owning it way.
He could have stayed quiet. He didn't have to sue the Marquis of Queensberry for slander.
On certain occasions, it becomes more than a moral duty to speak one's mind. It becomes a pleasure.
He must have been mad about having been sent to prison.
Well, in truth, my wrath was not directed towards those who put me in that wretched place.
Why's that?
The poverty of their ideas was too obvious, no. I reserved my fury for those who call themselves friends, who doled out sympathy while doing nothing, or worse, those who chose to end our association.
Oh, great.
What?
My dad's here.
Almost forgot.
It's late.
Yeah, I know.
A quick list of Oscar Wilde's best insults. She's a peacock in everything but beauty. I'm told that pork packaging is the most lucrative profession in America after politics. A perfect saint amongst women, but so dreadfully dowdy that she reminds one of a badly bound hymn book. Where do bad Americans go when they die? Inquired the Duchess. They go to America, murmured Lord Henry. A lot of these are from Dorian Gray. I like Wagner's music better than anybody's. It's so loud one can talk the whole time without other people hearing what one says. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. That's a good one.
Sorry.
Yo, sorry.
Mind the frock, will you?
Oliver, is this really necessary?
That's a good question. Hey, Ollie, how's it hanging?
Hey, Dad.
Your mom told me about the science fair. How come you didn't let me know?
It's just a dumb school thing. You hate that kind of stuff.
First prize, I don't hate that. That's a major deal.
Not really. I win it every year.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe we can hang out tomorrow, take in a football game or something.
I'm not really into football, Dad.
Kid needs to get out more.
If only Ollie were here, if only Ollie were here. What was that from? Holy shit.
Why didn't you invite your dad to the science fair?
It's not his thing, okay?
If only Ollie
Does this
were
have anything
here.
to do with Bobby?
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, then why don't you
That song's gonna be stuck in my head forever, and I don't remember what it's from.
cut your
No, we
dad some
watched it.
slack?
Do you consider your father narrow in his thinking?
Oh, enough of this. I'm out of here.
I kind of loved the guy playing Oscar Wilde.
Well, look who's here.
I'm gonna try out for the...
Oh yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, they're doing it without saying it. It's so interesting.
Well, look who's here.
Like he even did a lisp.
Try out for the team.
Beat it.
Team's open to any student.
All right, go out for a pass.
Yeah. I got it. Now what?
Run.
What?
I guess what I find a little funny is you think that this guy's gay and into men, and your response to that is you want you and a bunch of your sweaty, muscular man friends to get on top of him? I don't understand. Well, Chromatic Cuttlefish with a 5-stream streak says, not one of Wilde's, but the thing to remember about Wagner's music is that it's not as bad as it sounds.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Overthought says, yeah, this was a game with a name I'll not type we played at my Christian elementary school. Yeah. Yeah. Did it start with the word smear? Oh, is he watching Richard Simmons? I'm kind of surprised since it's the 90s they don't have him watching Dharma and Greg or something. Or not Dharma. No, Will and Grace. Sorry, Will and Grace, not Dharma and Greg.
Well, that was stupid. I hope you learned your lesson.
I sure have. We have to learn how to play football. You've got to be kidding. Don't you see? It's the only language those guys know.
I doubt that they could piece together a sentence, let alone a language.
But football isn't just muscle. It's strategy. We can beat them at their own game. Why? Because we're smarter.
Do you have any more of these crispy things?
Oh, that's legally distinct, Village People.
Young man, there's no need to feel down. I say,
Oh, it's not even legally distinct. It's just a cover. It's just actually a cover of YMCA? Holy shit.
young man, pick yourself off the ground. I say, young man, cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy. Young man, there's a place you can go. I say, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can't stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself.
This is such a lampshade of not addressing Wilde's sexuality directly. I almost like it more because of that, but because it feels like metatextually what happened is they pitched this episode and wanted it to be about like, hey, it's fine to be gay, kids. But it's like the network or something was like, okay, you can do it, but you can't call Oscar Wilde gay. You can't use the term gay. You can't actually say anything about him being gay. And it's like they went, you fuckers, fine, we'll do the gayest episode we can. We won't say the word gay, but it's gonna be real gay. And I kind of respect it. You can kind of feel the pettiness, you know what I mean? You can almost feel the pettiness through the screen. It's like they're like, yeah, now we do a montage of them training for football with YMCA.
You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel.
get their asses kicked by the football team, right? They're gonna do the early 2000s trope where the main football guy is actually just a bully because he himself might have some funny feelings towards other boys. I don't think they'll outright say it, because again, they're not really using the word gay here. But I get the vibe that they're gonna end up on some term where, like, okay, the bully is dealing with his own repressed shit. Because it's the early 2000s, and that's the trope they always use, is if you're a bully bullying gay people, you must be gay. Clearly, all mistreatment of gay people is just the fault of closeted gays. Straight people are innocent.
Young man, there's no need to feel down. Young man, pick yourself off the ground. YMCA, it's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Look at him go!
Young man, there's a place you can go.
Oh wow, they actually like cited it like a music video.
Oh my. And you call my fashion outre? They always dress like that.
Well, it helps them feel macho.
In those tight little pants. And are they wearing mascara?
Never mind that. We'll show them what we can do when we got brains on our side.
Wait. I can't do this.
What?
What I mean is I can, but I won't. I went along with it because I wanted to keep you as a friend, but now that we're standing here...
So you're chickening out?
I've just realized something. I'd like them to accept me as I am, but if they don't or they can't, that's their problem. I'm not gonna try to be something I'm not.
To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance.
We have to show them, Bobby.
Show them what? Playing football isn't me. And it's not you either.
Oh, so just because you're a wuss means I'm one too?
I'm no wuss, neither are you. We're just not like them, it's that simple.
Don't put me in the same boat as you. I may not be an athlete, but at least I'm normal.
Oh, fuck! Are you kidding me, bro? I know this is like the end of the second act downturn. I understand, but like, fuck you, dude. That's fucked.
Someone I know once said, selfishness is not living as one wishes to live. It is asking others to live as one wishes to live.
Woof! Yeah, motherfucker. You just got told off by, like, legitimately one of the best historical burn writers.
What's wrong about you, Kate? You're all right.
The first episode was a little rough, but I'm remembering why I liked this show so much as a kid. It's actually got pretty good writing for a kid's show at the time. It's, you know, it's trying to take itself seriously, but still have fun. The pilot was just kind of rough, I think. And they had a really bad Einstein.
What I said about my dad, that was only part of it. I didn't want him to come to the science fair because I was embarrassed of him meeting Bobby. He already thinks I'm a wimp.
A man's highest point is, I have no doubt at all, when he kneels in the dust and beats his breast and tells all the sins of his life.
I'm just like Jeff.
No, Oliver. No, I wouldn't quite go that far.
Then I'm like those who said they were your friends, and then they just deserted you.
That one's closer, yeah. I like that Oscar's like, no, my friend, I'm sorry. You're quite straight.
So you want to change? Good.
What's this show called? Mentors. Mentors. From 1998, if you want to look it up.
Discontent is the first step in the progress of a man or a nation.
There are some episodes on YouTube quite sporadically. It's pretty random which ones are available and which ones aren't. A lot of them, I think, are lost media, unfortunately, for now. Because I don't think this ever got like a home video release or a DVD release or anything. It just did its run on Discovery Kids and then been gone, basically.
So, what should I do?
Ran for 4 seasons. The main kid actually leaves at the end of season 2 and they get a new kid too.
Start by looking at
Like, they don't recast him, it's a different character that comes in.
yourself, Oliver. Recognizing what it is you fear and why. As you look into a mirror, what is it that you see?
A geek? A nerd?
What?
An egg?
No, it's not the gay kid.
Head.
I don't think the gay kid shows up again after this episode. I think he's a one-off.
Someone who does not quite fit the masculine mold, shall we say. What is masculine, Oliver?
Muscles? I'm not too sure.
Of course not, because there is no mold. A mold serves no purpose except standardization. Do you really want to be like everyone else? Or do you want to be the eccentric computer genius that you are?
You think I'm an eccentric?
Of the worst stripe. What's important is the content of one's character. Nothing more.
You doing anything tonight?
No.
Well, I got a new computer game. You want to come over and try it?
You might lose.
Maybe. But it'd be worse to lose a friend. Bobby,
Shut up, geek.
I feel bad sending you back to...
To prison? Don't. I suspect I shall manage a good deal of writing. Well, in fact, I already have an idea for a ballad.
I'm gonna reread everything you've ever written.
And so you should. And you too, young Master Gates. Remember this. We cannot allow what others might think to dictate our lives. If we did, why, there would be no Oscar Wilde. Can you imagine that?
He was good. The guy who they got to play this was pretty fucking good. Very enjoyable. Fun performance.
Hey. What, you take a wrong turn?
No. You busy?
Just fixing things up.
I got something to fix up, too.
Yeah, what's that?
I should have invited you to the science fair. But I figured that...
I know. You figured that since I drive truck, I wouldn't be interested.
Densetsu says, genuinely a good episode. Shame about the never say gay thing, but still. I agree, but I think given the circumstances and the context, I think this is one of those circumstances where limitations kind of led to something unique and interesting. Like, again, you could do a more straightforward episode where he, like, is like, I'm gay, I'm into men, it shouldn't matter. But the fact that they never said it, they didn't have to, it didn't focus on it, it was just he is who he is, and he's quite flamboyant. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, like celebrating the white space. I almost enjoyed what they did navigating around it, you know? I don't know. Good episode. They did really well with the limitation they were handed, as unfortunate as the limitation was.
You're my son. And
Oh, he was the star of Manimal! Wait, where's my Manimal? I know I have Manimal somewhere. Where's Manimal? Maybe I left it downstairs. Shit. Left Manimal downstairs. I left Manimal downstairs, chat. Code red. I don't have Manimal within 5 feet of me. What do we do if I don't have Manimal within arm's reach? I don't know what to do in a situation where I'm not close to my comfort, my emotional support Manimal DVD. Alright, never mind. I'll have to stick with my emotional support Nightman DVD. Manimals in one of those episodes. That'll do.
And I'm interested in anything you do. Okay.
Okay.
So, you really don't like football, huh?
Well, actually, I've learned a lot about the game lately.
I don't want them to do this, but, like, as a comedy bit, it would be the funniest last line if the last line of the episode was the dad just being like, oh, so you don't like football. What are you, an F-slur? And then just hard cut to credits. Terrible for a kid's show. Funny for my stream.
No kidding. Well, you want to toss the ball around later?
No.
Yeah, that was a fun episode. I enjoyed that one. Watch more mentors in the future. Let's see what else we have. That message can't stop me, 'cause I can't read. Can we watch another weird religious one? We don't have enough time for another full episode of the religious one, unfortunately, and I don't have shorter religious stuff pulled today. But I do want to soon do a stream that's like a bunch of Christian kids media. So next time I think we'll probably do that. Although I do have this video that's all about the evils of pornography, but it's 40 minutes long. Look at all this mountain climbing that's somehow a metaphor for not jerking off.
What you feeling? I've been there before. If you just let him in.
Don't jerk your dick, God will cry if you do. Don't come in your pants, God won't like that too.
Wait a minute.
In the 90s, we called this urban gangsta flavor. Do I have any plans for a Chud Watch? I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I'm afraid I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's do this, and I'm gonna start it, and it's gonna be 3 hours of hell. I also am afraid people aren't gonna watch it, because, like, who wants to be stressed out by Chud Watch? I don't know, though.
You like rap? Then move your feet, cause I'm taking you now to a happy street where the rappers run sun to sunny. Yeah, that's the gig and they get it done. Any old subject, take your pick. They'll find a lick and jump on it quick in a funky groove that'll blow your way. And that's what rap can do today. You like rap? Then follow me. You like rap? Well, then come with me.
You like rap? Then get off the couch. And even if you're the family grouch, gonna take that frown you drag around and wipe it away with a slamming sound. Gonna get you going, start you flowing till the funky you is really showing. Gonna show you how much you can learn with the rapping crew that knows how to burn. You like rap? Follow me. You like rap? Well, then come with me.
You like rap?
Then hold on tight, gonna show you the land of rap delight with this rapping bird, rapping bees, might even show you some rapping trees.
Every puppy, every hound barks with a kind of rapping sound. All you need are willing feet, and you gotta be into the hip hop beat. You like rap? Well then follow me. You like rap? Well then come with me. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, let's go.
Oh, we have more people now. Okay. Oh my god, the hours of choreography they had to the practice. The amount of times they had to run this. Holy fuck. Sorry, I'm used to watching like Donut Man or like Salty Songs for Little Praisers, where like all the choreography is terrible. Like there's kids singing segments but they're very bad at like the simultaneous dancing. These kids are not. These kids are actually competent at dancing, and it makes me sad that they've probably spent a lot of their time having to do this as children. Is this turning into Roundhouse? I'm familiar with Roundhouse.
Then follow me. Go, go.
You like rap? We like it. Well then come with me.
Go, go.
It's exactly 3 steps in...
Wait, why are there Flintstones in this?
Dum, dum, da-dum, dum.
What?
Da-dum, dum, dum, dum.
Well, I can't play that. That's just the property of Hanna-Barbera.
And Eden?
Which is the property of the Warner Brothers Corporation, I think.
Hi, I'm Damon. I like dogs, singing, and eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
And I'm Chuck.
Hi, I'm Mickey. I like flowers, tuna fish sandwiches, basketball, and I love to dance.
Now, all the kids you saw dancing with us at the very beginning, you'll be getting to know them as we keep moving along. And one of the questions we're going to ask at the very end of the show is how many kids are there?
And for those of you who know how to count, it's going to be easy. And for those of you who don't, well, we're going to get you started.
This is a Hanna-Barbera video.
So make it a rule to learn the numbers that they teach in school.
And if you know them, there's a game you can play called Count Your Way Through the Day.
Now the game is as simple as 1, 2, 3. You just walk along counting all the things you see. Like you count the birds up in the sky.
Or you count the cars you see driving by.
Or you count your ears like what you've got. You got 6 or 7, hey, that's a lot.
Or you count all the steps you take with your feet.
Or you count how many people you see on the street. Or you play a little music and you count to the beat.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can count your way.
This legit goes on for 30 minutes.
Here.
More Flintstones. Okay. More kids.
Give me a word that rhymes with chair. It's on the
Hair.
top.
Pear. Care. Fair. Chair. Dare. Claire. Did I say pear?
Your head and it's always there. And it's something you comb with love and care. So what's the word that rhymes with chair? Give me a word that rhymes with feet. They come with toes and they're really neat for walking or skipping down the street. So what's the word that rhymes with feet?
Jesus.
This. Your feet. Move your feet. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Move your feet. Move your feet. Move your feet. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Move your feet. Move your feet. Move your
Did we ever watch the Mr. Ed pilot from 2004? It sounds familiar, but I don't remember. Keiko's actress is actually good. Keiko just sucks as a character and the writer should be ashamed. Yeah. I feel for her. Not the best character.
New York City. The noise, the lights.
We watched Mr. Ed. That's a shame.
People who steal pies off of other people's windowsills?
I was nowhere near that pie.
He's no Francis the Talking Mule.
Video shouldn't be a game of skill or luck, and it's not.
Hydrate, will do. We'll probably watch some of these ads for various video rental stores for the last little bit, and then we'll call it an evening.
At Home Video Express, you'll find over 10,000 videos, including a huge selection of current releases, plus one-day advance reservations and the fastest, friendliest service. So don't worry about missing.
Did that guy just fucking rent Backdraft and another movie for $1/4? Holy shit.
in the movie you want.
Wow, and they're giving them like the actual cases? No video store gave you the full case. They'd give you the tape in some secondary case. I've never seen a video store ever that let you take the actual full VHS clamshell.
Check it out. Plus, look in this month's Tacoma News Tribune for coupons that'll get you a year of free movie rentals. And be sure to visit Tacoma's newest superstore.
Night, Mystic Dragon. Thanks for hanging
64th and Pacific during the grand opening celebration October 10th through the 17th.
Nobody has the movie I want.
Hey, if it's on video, Blockbuster probably has it. I mean, we have over 10,000 videos.
Wow.
I'll watch these fast.
Blockbuster's licensing requirements for franchisees said they had to have at minimum 7,000 titles. 10,000 was more where they were trying to get them at, but 7,000 was the minimum. Do I have any VHS? Yes, I have a stack over here. Right now, just within eyesight, I have a Goofy movie, some Lassie episodes, Disney's The Kid. Over here, I have some more stuff from thrift stores.
Coming back tomorrow, I promise. Relax. At Blockbuster, you can keep your videos for 3 evenings, so take home plenty.
The Goofy movie, awesome. Yeah, I should say, however, like, I have the VHS player, which I have to hook up again. I moved it once I changed this stuff around, so I gotta replug it in. But, like, I recorded a VHS copy of a Goofy movie for my own personal use, basically. So if I want to watch a Goofy movie on VHS, I don't actually put in the VHS. I play the digital recording of the VHS. That way I don't have to damage the tape. I only have to play it the one time and record it. Does that make sense? Is that insane? I don't know if that's insane. It's what I do, though.
And use our 24-hour quick drop.
Do you have any children?
I don't want to damage the tape by playing it over and over again. It might snap the tape or something.
Videos?
Sure. Blockbuster's America's family video store. You know, we have more kids' videos than any place else. More movies, more nights, more fun.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
So I met this girl. I asked her to dinner and a movie. She asked, what do you have in mind? So I said,
Make it a Blockbuster night and a border night too. Go to Taco Bell, buy tacos or burritos and a medium drink. Get a free Blockbuster video.
I want tacos and a free rental.
Make it a Blockbuster night and a border night too.
Chat, let's see what we rented from the video store. We're doing it blind. Chat, you and I, chat the singular entity, because obviously you're one person and not a conglomerate of 100 or so people. We went to the video store. What did we rent together? Let's find out. Chat, on our movie night, we're gonna watch, Jules Verne's Masters of the World with Vincent Price. That might actually be fun. From 1961. Oh man, we were so close to getting heart beeps. We were one movie away from heart beeps. Dodged a fucking bullet. Emissor, thank you so much for gifting 10 tier 1 subs. Appreciate ya. Is that the blimp one? It is the blimp one. Excuse you, it's a dirigible? It's a rigid body airship?
for one Blockbuster video rental. When you buy
movie stream when? On the Patreon and YouTube member streams, we watch movies every other Sunday, usually. So maybe consider joining. Also, we do watch movies on Public Domania, so.
medium drink at Taco Bell.
Cross the border.
All warehouse record in.
You like Scarface, but only because it plays as an absurdist comedy in your head? I mean, it's De Palma, so, like, it's over the top. I wouldn't call it a comedy, but it's certainly a social satire to some extent. It's just a drama that it's a tragedy. It's almost a Greek tragedy of the character of Tony Montana, Mr. Chips. It's so good. I wouldn't say comedy, but it is funny in many places. Especially that push it to the limit montage has a lot of quite funny imagery of how ridiculous his empire is getting.
Video stores have a sensational video.
Good thing you got a Blu-ray copy of a Goofy movie before the Disney Movie Club shut down. Me too. I've had that for quite a while, actually. There's still some of those Disney Movie Club movies floating around. I went to the used Blu-ray place like 5 months ago or so, and someone had traded in a bunch of the Disney Movie Club stuff. And I was so lucky to get them, because that shit's out of print. Like, I think I got Snow Dogs, I got a Kid in King Arthur's Court, like some, you know, random Disney movies from like the 90s and early 2000s. Tom and Huck, I think.
Rental program. Right now, rent the movies of your choice for only $2 per movie per day. That's right, $2 per day.
That's actually a lot for the time in the 90s. $2 per movie per day? That's not nothing.
Hundreds to choose from, including Raging Bull, Ordinary People, Airplane, Coming Home, Fame, Superman the Movie, The Jazz Singer with Neil Diamond, or many other great movies on video.
Do you have the racist jazz singer?
Go at only $2 per movie.
I do.
Per day. Where at the warehouse? Why not see the movies of your choice at home tonight? Movies on video, $2 per movie per day. Where at the warehouse?
For the best movies, Barry's Video has them all. Over 15,000 movies to choose from.
Whoa, 15,000! Not bad, Barry.
Movies are only $2.
Do I have Song of the South? Let me see, some of the more racist movies I own on Blu-ray that I own for historical purposes, because genuinely they come with very interesting commentary, usually, that talks about them from a historical context. Yes, I have Song of the South. I do have Song of the South. It's a bootleg. At least I'm pretty sure it's a bootleg from Spain or something. But it plays. It's fine. The movie itself is mostly boring. It's interesting only from the perspective of seeing how Disney tries to portray slavery or post-slavery sharecropping conditions in a cutesy way when it is not a cutesy topic. So that's weird, but not necessarily evil as much as it's, how do I put this? Really ignorant and stupid and awful and really fucking yikesy. Alright, the evil ones now. D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation. The most racist film ever made. Like, probably objectively, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't recommend watching it unless you're watching it with a commentary. This actually has multiple commentaries from historians on here that kind of give an insight into what the fuck was going on here. Interesting from a historical perspective, horrifying from a historical and sociological perspective. And then the big one, Leni Riefenstahl's Triumph of the Will. This is the Nazi propaganda film. Again, really good for the commentaries to kind of understand historically how this relates to the beliefs and media understanding of Germans during the Third Reich. Horrifying film, though. Also very boring, if I'm being honest, outside of the historical context. Like, genuinely, it is just so many shots of Nazis just at the fucking rally, and it's really slow. But it's fucked up. I have Leni Riefenstahl's, some of her, some of the other movies of theirs. But these ones aren't Nazi, well, I'm not going to say they're not propaganda, but they're some of the mountain films. Some of these predate, I think, Hitler coming to power, but Leni Riefenstahl was in several mountain films, which was a genre in Weimar, Germany, that was basically, how do I explain mountain films? It's basically a genre predicated by people going up into, like, the European mountains and, like, having comedies or romances. Basically, they'd go up into the fucking Alps and do stuff. I don't know how to describe the mountain films other than that. It's movies that take place in, like, the fucking Alps, basically. Anyway.
$3 each are 3 for $5. Barry's Video carries multiple copies of the most popular
Nazi rom-coms. To be clear, those, I think, predate Nazi Germany. Look at the year. Yeah, like, this one's from 1927. That's before Hitler took power. That's before the Nazis took power, and this one's from 1926. So these are actually both prior to the Nazis taking power in Germany. But Leni Riefenstahl, you know, a decade after this, or less, went on to do Triumph of the Will. Yeah, Weimar Republic Germany's film industry is interesting, and then when it moves into Nazi Germany, it's pretty interesting too. There's a movie that's in English is called The Man Who Was Sherlock Holmes. And basically it's an unofficial, unlicensed Sherlock Holmes film that they made in Nazi Germany. Pretty interesting stuff. Because you'd think in your head, you're like, oh, it's Nazi Germany. Everything must be about Nazism all the time. And it's like, well, they also just had, like, movies that they made, you know? Like, they just made movies, too. Don't get me wrong, those movies had to be approved by the Reich and the propaganda minister and everything. But that doesn't mean every movie they made in that period was explicitly about Nazism. It was mostly implicit in its theming, messaging, etc. They made the first Titanic movie in 1943. Yeah, I actually have that downstairs. Funny enough, you say that. I was watching it like 3 days ago. I was watching the 1943 Titanic film, which was actually not ever originally released in Germany because it was during wartime still for them, and they thought that it would be bad for morale to release a movie like Titanic during the war, because I don't know if you know this, Titanic, pretty depressing story. They ended up using some of the shots from it later in A Night to Remember. Uncredited. Anyway.
movies. Barry's also rents VCRs, camcorders, TVs, and a large selection of Nintendo games. With friendly, courteous service, Barry's has the best selection of videos. Now with 5 convenient locations: Jordan Lane, South Parkway, Hughes Road, Madison, State Line, and Pulaski.
It's not depressing all the horrible rich people die. Not really. More children in third class died than adult men in first class, to be clear. So, like, the Titanic is a story, it gets obfuscated a lot, but the reality of the story of the Titanic is that in an emergency, wealthy people come first. The idea that it's women and children first, let me be clear, they were talking about first-class passengers, women and children. Third class were fucked. Putting it out there.
Want to go out for a movie and a gourmet treat?
You can't afford that kind of entertainment.
Bet you $1.
Hey, this is the warehouse.
Very good. Now rent a movie. Every one is just $1 a day each.
So that's why you bet me the $1.
Well, I did pay for the gourmet popcorn.
Big spender.
This $1-a-day video features great movie entertainment from the warehouse, where all Beta and VHS movies are just $1 a day each. And visit our newest stores in Mesa, 35th Avenue and Thunderbird, and West Camelback.
If you think $2 can't buy you much entertainment anymore, take a look at what Arrow's Video Club members are watching tonight. Trading Places, War Games, Michael Jackson's Thriller, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wait, you could just rent Thriller? Like, as its own tape? Was there not anything else on the tape? That'd be a short tape. What, you gonna watch, like, a 6-minute VHS tape?
And Tootsie.
That's crazy. That tape must have gotten trashed. If you had just a music video, because I'm sure people would rewind it and play it, rewind it and play it, rewind it and play it. Over and over, it would get worn out so quick.
Membership is just $15 and lets your whole family enjoy some of the finest video entertainment available anywhere.
Hold on, I want to see this list.
Just $15 and lets your whole family.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, Easy Money, Mr. Mom, Tender Mercies, Cross Creek, Risky Business, Deal of the Century, The Smurfs and the Magic Flute, Octopussy, Staying Alive. You wrote Staying Alive, but not Saturday Night Fever? You wrote down Staying Alive, but not Saturday Night Fever? Alright. 48 Hours, The Star Chamber, Casablanca, Cujo, Flashdance, Blue Thunder, Local Hero, A Star is Born. Which version? There's like 7 versions of that fucking movie. Twilight Zone, the movie. Daniel, Brainstorm, Superman 3.
Enjoy some of the finest video entertainment available anywhere.
National Lampoon's Vacation. Gandhi, Porky's 2, The Next Day, Psycho 2, which is pretty good. Check out Psycho 2. Dawn of the Dead, Sophie's Choice, Year of Living Dangerously, The Verdict, First Blood, hell yeah. The Toy, Night Shift, An Officer and a Gentleman, Beyond the Limit, Breathless, Jaws 3, which is, I enjoy Jaws 3.
Over 1,600 titles, each for rent at
Hercules Joysticks, that's the arcade sex comedy.
$1 each extra night. Visit any of the convenient Errol's Video Clubs soon, or look for our ad in the Post.
Ultimate in video.
Props to them calling it First Blood and not Rambo. They also called Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark just Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is also correct.
Video stores.
14 minutes? Okay, that's longer than I thought.
Anybody who was anybody knows Video Biz is the place to go for the latest movie releases. Let Video Biz spirit you away to another world with one of the largest selections of movies in the Metroplex, and our service is so good it's scary. So for something to entertain your waking hours, or for those who never rest, come to Video Biz. To go anywhere else would be a grave mistake.
Plaza Spec says, I haven't watched Saturday Night Fever in a while. It's a pretty good movie. Great movie. I find it so funny, the divorce between the pop cultural idea of Saturday Night Fever and the actual movie. Because if you've never seen the movie and you just know it through, like, pop cultural osmosis, you must just think, oh, John Travolta movie where he dances. He dances in that movie. That must just be so fun. Is it like Grease? No, Patrick, Saturday Night Fever is not like Grease.
17th century Japan, the land of samurai warriors, evil emperors, and... The Turtles are back!
Oh shit, is that Jungle Boy? I love that song. That song fucking slaps. Or, sorry, not Jungle Boy, Tarzan Boy. Oh, 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 oh. It's not called Turtles in Time. Everyone thinks it's Turtles in Time. That is not the subtitle of the movie, at least not in America. That's the subtitle of one of the video games, and people apply it to this movie because it's a time travel movie.
We're in Shogun!
In their newest movie adventure.
Whoa. That song, I think, is about being gay.
Dudes, we're legends!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Why Tarzan Boy? That doesn't apply to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That would maybe apply if it was like a Tarzan movie, or a George of the Jungle movie, or a Jungle Book.
Major Video, we bring it on home.
Look what's at Major Video now. The largest selection of hottest movies now on video cassette. Predator, La Bamba, No Way Out, Platoon, Dirty Dancing. Major Video for the largest selection of videos in New England. Look around, relax, enjoy, and remember...
Gotta go down to Major Video. They got La Bamba. Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen. Yeah, you could do that. You know what annoys me about Jungle to Jungle? So, Jungle to Jungle has a 2 in the title? Look, I would understand if they made a sequel. Like, the first movie should be Jungle to Jungle, Jungle, T-O, Jungle. And then if they had done a sequel to Jungle, they should have done it like this. But they didn't. And I know this is a remake of, I believe, a French film. So there was a French version of this film, but this isn't a sequel to that. This is a remake. So why did they put a 2 so prominently? It makes you think it's a sequel to a movie you haven't seen. So why would you see this movie? Anyway, I genuinely believe Jungle to Jungle would have done better at the box office if they didn't do this. I feel like it's a Wii U situation. They Wii U'd Jungle to Jungle. They reverse Wii U'd Jungle to Jungle. That sentence makes sense, believe it or not. They reverse Wii U'd Jungle to Jungle. That's a sentence that makes sense, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Lifetime membership is always free at Major Video, the super video store.
Todd in the Shadows covered Tarzan Boy on One Hit Wonders a few months back. Can't remember much about what he said about it. Yeah, I watched that. I love Todd. I love Todd.
Now on Mineral Spring.
Todd is one of those people who was from originally Channel Awesome, but actually seems like a cool dude and is not a douchebag, seemingly.
Avenue Pawtucket, Armistice Boulevard, Pawtucket, Warwick Avenue, Warwick, and coming soon to Post Road, North Kingstown.
Video Update is continuing its unbelievable deal for you every Tuesday throughout the holiday season. Movies are 2 for just 99 cents every Tuesday at participating Video Update stores, including...
That's actually pretty good.
New releases. Yes, 2 for just 99 cents, including new releases. Rent 2 movies or new releases for less than 50 cents each. Hurry in. It's 2 for 99 cent Tuesdays this holiday season only at Video Update. With over 30 convenient Twin Cities locations and growing...
Jesus, that's a lot of locations.
Video Update is nearby.
Everybody comes to Hagen's for the best selection of movies anywhere.
Do you have Oliver Stone's Vixen? How about Mission Impossible?
Hagen's has over 24,000 movies to choose from, including all the latest new releases, your all-time favorites, and the largest collection of classic movies in the state. Plus, a membership at Hagen's allows you to call ahead and reserve movies. That's why everyone comes to Hagen's.
Do you have the movie Kingpin? I really like that movie.
The last time I saw a movie for $1, theaters still had balconies for people to neck in. I thought those days were long gone, but then I found out all warehouse movies are now just $1 a day. We're not...
You paid Gene Shalit to be in your fucking ad?
talking just 1 or 2 movies.
Mom, can we go to the video store after this? I wish. If I could take you all to a video store, I would. I used to have dreams about being in video stores, like my childhood video store. I don't have those dreams anymore. It's all stress dreams where I'm at school.
Talking about more movies than anyone else in the world. And
or weirdly, a mall.
One is just $1 a day. Now, if I could only just find a balcony.
Right now, rent Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Cobra for just $1 a day each.
It's the...
I don't think I want to rent Cobra.
Best movie bargain since the double feature.
The critics agree. The Warehouse is entertainment.
Instead of Cobra, can I rent Over the Top?
Now that 7-Eleven has the best movie deals, everybody's becoming a critic.
Silverado is a cinematic tour de force, don't you think?
It's a poetic blazing saddle.
It's the new wave in Western, in my opinion. 7-Eleven has all the top hits 24 hours a day.
You know, there's a photodynamic restraint to Rambo that's unique.
And the price?
Universal spent $22 million on this baby.
And you get it for peanuts.
Nobody has better movie deals than 7-Eleven.
You're better off with Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Would it shock you to find out that I own the Blu-ray of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot starring Sylvester Stallone and Estelle Gettis?
Okay,
because I do own that.
Straight through here.
I don't need to go to a video store. I have my own copy of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Right down to the last minute.
It's showtime, folks.
I'll get the popcorn.
Video Showplace brings you...
You know what movie I don't own? Throw Mama from the Train. Have they never released Throw Mama from the Train on Blu-ray? It's a good movie.
The best from the movie capitals of the world. Video Showplace takes care of their club members. Video Showplace, your video superstore.
People who look for reliability in VCR look for Hitachi. Look at the...
Oh, also, sorry, I had a random thought about this because I was thinking about Throw Mama from the Train, which references an Alfred Hitchcock film. Then that made me think of Stephen King, because he's another person who's famous for horror. I watched The Monkey. The Monkey feels like it's sarcastically adapting Stephen King. It feels like, and I don't mean that in a mean way, I enjoyed The Monkey, but it was not what I was expecting. It felt like a borderline satire of Stephen King story tropes, but I enjoyed it. What's The Monkey? A recent movie that came out based on one of Stephen King's stories.
Difference in Hitachi's warranty. A full 24 months on parts at no extra cost. Double the competition. And inside, the heart of Hitachi's Luminar Video is precision engineered of extra durable space-age materials. Better engineered, best warranty. That's the Hitachi touch.
Available at most video stations. The Video Station, your #1 home video specialist. The Video Station, with over 60 convenient Ontario locations.
National Video, North America's largest video franchise chain, who first brought you no membership in all our stores, now introduces Movie Mate. Movie Mate is our entertainment package, which includes a video cassette recorder, a free movie, a free booklet worth $90 in value, all for the incredible low price of $9.95 per night, Monday to Thursday. We'll even throw in the popcorn, so don't forget. Guaranteed a better buy.
Never had to rent a VCR, but we did rent a PlayStation 2 once.
National Video.
Oh, I remember this jingle. I don't even think I was alive for this era. Why do I know this jingle?
His selections, 32 different categories.
What year was this? Did this just play on TV a lot when I was like a baby and like get like into my subconscious?
I found it.
Because I don't consciously remember it, but it's familiar.
And not the kids that for me and me.
Wow, over 10,000 videos.
Come see the difference.
Did Major Video ever make Colonel? Unfortunately, after the advent of DVD, he had to be dishonorably discharged for trying to murder the DVD producers.
And have 3 evening rentals.
And their quick Dropbox means I can return my videos anytime I like. More
He
videos.
tried to pass it off as friendly fire. No.
I like that. More selections. More fun.
At some video stores, excuse me, they never have
Oh my god, it's Rick Moranis.
what you want
Don't have them.
when you want it. Excuse me. At Jumbo Video, excuse me, you come to
How much did they pay Rick Moranis for this?
Right place. Have some free popcorn.
We have what you want and more 24 hours a day. Music videos, video games, computer software, children's movies, just 99 cents. Movies for sale.
Wow, this place is great.
Jumbo Video has everything you want for a great night at home.
Got any 8-tracks?
Jumbo Video. Let us entertain you.
Okay, $1.99 videos. Take one.
G'day. For a deal.
I understand that streaming is like more convenient and more efficient, arguably, than like VHS and stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I miss the ritual of going to the video store and walking around and being around other people looking for movies and talking about movies with people, and I don't know, nostalgia thing.
Plain as a nose on your face.
Cut! Open 24 hours.
Goes like nobody knows.
Why is Paul Hogan an elephant? This is Jumbo Video, so it's like an elephant joke, so that's claymation various famous actors, but with elephant tusks.
Next! Children's movies. Rent one, get one free.
Hey, boys and girls.
What's this?
He got caught jerking his trunk, ruined his career.
Cut! Free pop.
Most public libraries have movie sections. They do, and I appreciate that, but it's a very different vibe. It's a very different thing.
Corn.
Very enterprising and highly logical.
Cut! More stars than an elephant can remember.
There's nothing bigger than Jumbo Video.
Now you can enjoy these and many other great movies, from classics to comedy, from the best in sports to the finest in music.
Oh shit, that was the pirate movie. Ooh, Last Unicorn.
From high
When the last last eagle cries in the last mountain.
Our drama. Action-packed adventure.
In the shadow of the forest, though she may be old and worn, you will stare unbelieving at the last unicorn.
Sure.
Watch The Last Unicorn.
You'll find them
that movie fucking rules.
All in the CBS Fox video catalog, containing the greatest films ever made. It's available to you at no charge at video stores everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Newman.
What?
Mr. Newman.
Oh, different, unrelated Paul Newman. I get it.
How do you end up with hit movie after hit movie after hit movie?
It's easy. I just use my credit card.
Paul Newman gets all his hit movies from the amazing video machine. The amazing video machine. All the latest hits. What are you waiting for?
Fun.
Looking unsuccessfully for
We'll do one more of these and then we'll call it a night.
Entertainment on broadcast television, on cable channels. Give up yet? Superstar Video, the Castro movie store, offers you a spectacular selection of thousands
Look at that sickening piss yellow.
and thousands of movies for as low as
This is where they photographed the piss Christ. Fun fact.
$2 overnight for any title you choose, including our extensive collection of adult videos. 2 full floors of films are displayed alphabetically.
It's really good for VHS tapes to be under hot lights like that. That's really, really good for VHS tapes, by the way.
In distinct
VHS tapes love heat.
categories. Our exclusive ticket system informs you that the movies
I don't think I'd ever rent Roxanne, so
are in stock.
I own Roxanne on Blu-ray.
And available. Renting out tapes is speedy with our friendly and...
Get it? It's Cyrano de Bergerac, but modern. He's got a big nose. There, you've seen the movie.
Computerized service. A barcode or ID is all members need to present when renting at Superstar because payment is made upon returning and membership is free. Our inventory increases daily, as does our commitment to quality and to the community. Superstar Video, the Castro movie store, opens 7 days a week.
It's in Castro. They probably have the best gay porn section.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get everybody's Christmas gift at the same place? Maybe you can. I'll let you in on a little secret. The Holiday Gift Center at Blockbuster. After all, everybody has a favorite movie. And who has more favorites than Blockbuster? Besides having more movies to rent, they also have more movies to give. Oh, plus they have all kinds of video games for the kids. So take care of everybody.
I remember renting Sonic and Knuckles for the Sega Genesis.
Your list. Make it a Blockbuster holiday.
All right. That's it. So thank you everyone for hanging out today. For more VHS fun, tomorrow we'll probably do Sovereign Citizens or something tinfoil related, I'm not sure. So let's see who we're gonna raid. Oh my god, Doug Walker is on Twitch. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's see. We'll raid VC Archives.
Come on, Dan.
Alright. Good night, everyone! I do want to point out I have more viewers right now than Doug Walker. Get fucked, Nostalgia Critic. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Bye! See you tomorrow! Bye, everyone.